Jaydn, we did it. It's the end.
It's the end.
It's the end.
Look on my works.
Ye mighty and cry.
And hit the gritty.
And hit the gritty.
All the way to the bank.
The bank.
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
dear listeners. This is the death of Ozymandias, the final episode, the season finale, if you will, of whatever we called the Soft Bones podcast, where we talk about the development of our final major project video game, Butterfly Machine, which today, dear listeners, we finished.
It's over as of an hour
like
ago.
an hour ago. The game is on itch.io.
Gone gold.
It's gone gold. It's on all of the correct upload locations. We have everything linked. It's going to be marked correctly. And now our work is done and we can sleep for 1 billion years.
That's a wrap on university.
Yeah, this is commemorating the end of university for us.
We still got like the shows, which will be nice.
That'll be nice, but that's mostly that's a victory lap. And
Yeah.
Adam yelling at you that you need to do more painting.
Yeah. Well, I'd love to do it at painting.
Oh,
now.
I'm excited to do some painting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be good.
Hi, Adam.
Hi, Adam. Oh, Jerry, it was like a month ago we did this. It was 1, 2, 3, 4 and a bit weeks.
I remember we ended the last podcast. One of us said, that's probably the final podcast episode. And then the other one said, we'll do one last one as like a send-off. And hey.
This is the send-off that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would have felt weird having the final episode be, yeah, we can do another one of these. And then we both died under mysterious circumstances.
It was Adam.
So Jaydn, we have had 1, 2, 3, 4 and a bit, or 4.5 weeks of development since our last podcast. And the main things that have happened in that time is, well, first things first, we have a game world now. It's beautiful. You can walk around it and explore it. It's delightful.
And you can play it.
You
can download it.
You can download it for free. Ooh. I had a really good time assembling the world while listening to the new Car Seat Headrest album, The Scholars. And if you want my full review of that, you're going to need to become friends with me in real life, and I'll send you the extended version of this. That's mention the new Car Seat Headrest album off of the list. So Jaydn, do you want to talk about building the world a little bit?
Yeah, I just gotta think about what I'm gonna say.
Jane's a little tired tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
But it's okay, because now I get to sleep for 1,000 years.
Sleep for 1,000 years of sleep.
Until we make the next game.
In a month.
Probably.
I'm not going to be here.
Do a little jam.
I'm not going to be here for the GMTK game jam. I'm going to be on a boat.
Oh, that's upsetting.
I know, I was really mad.
We'll figure out some kind of jam.
Yeah, there will be a replacement one, like the week after.
Maybe an apricot? Or a gooseberry?
Oh, you sly dog.
Cut it all.
Cut it all. Alright. So, now that we don't have to cut this section, do you have anything you'd like to tell the viewers at home about the world design?
I don't really know. We just kind of...
we just kind of built it.
We just kind of built it.
We had a plan. We went in the first week and I did my favorite thing ever, which is just sketching on the whiteboard, doing scheduling, doing diagrams, doing plans. And we planned out, okay, we have the dream sequence, we have the dungeon, we have the outside bit, we have the second inside bit, and we have the island.
I began my 2-month love affair with Blender's grease pencil.
Ooh.
It's just so easy to draw
on
stuff to get an idea. We focused on getting the main area done, and then we did the island, got that done. That's the nicest area of the game.
No, the island is absolutely lovely. It came out exactly how I wanted it. Yeah. It's delightful.
The only thing that we didn't go to plan was that there was a plan for the dream world, and I said, I don't want to do that, veto.
And
because I
now
thought
it's
I had a nicer idea.
And it's better.
I'd like to think it's better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with you.
And then after we had as of a few days ago, once everything was done and also all the UI was done, just had an extra 24 hours to add some details in. So I went back and added some moss and some birds and some walls and little details. That I think add quite a lot for how little effort that was.
Yeah. Especially the little wall fire sconces, which are really nice, which are really liven up a few darker areas of the game.
Yeah.
I went and showed off the game at the John Hansa Gallery event, which was very tiring. I did not feel particularly well because I had a party the last night. However, we still had some pretty encouraging feedback from testers. People seem to quite like it.
Ooh, can't wait to see how people play the main final game at either of the shows that you can still come to.
You can still come to June 5th and the other one.
June 5th for the Winchester show and
the London show is, let me check my calendar. Looks like 17th, 18th, 19th, roughly around then. The Hoxton Archers in London. I realized when I was editing earlier just how much we do that in London, Friends bit.
Yeah, I love Friends.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good.
There'll be an open bar at both events, and you get to play the game.
You get to play games and they're free. Oh my. So we had some encouraging feedback from John Hansa Gallery. I got to play some other people's games. Shout out to Scott Stamp, the greatest thing this course has ever goddamn produced.
I love that man.
Oh my god, he's so good. The logo for his game and the trailer is so good. That's why we have a cabinet sticker, because I was looking in the upload location and I was like, hey, let's see Scott Stamp's cabinet sticker, and it was so nice. And I got mad, and I was like, okay, now we need one of those.
Let's see Paul Allen's arcade machine.
All right, so that's John Hansa Gallery done. We went to 2 Point Studios. Excellent visit. Everyone there was lovely. We got some good feedback on the game that I did not have time to fix because it was 2 weeks out from the deadline.
Very sadly, I was predisposed.
You were
predisposed. As I am frequently due to work.
They call you Jaydn the frequently indisposed Jones.
I don't like that.
That's a joke from the last podcast.
Oh.
It's a connection. It's continuity.
Bringing it back.
Throwing it back.
Cut that.
No, it's fine. This one's loosey-goosey. I can say whatever I want.
I'm so excited for the end.
Oh my. So am I. Okay. 2 Point Studios does work experience. I would love to apply to work experience there. They're great.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Big fan. I found the studio visit very reassuring and quite informative. It was just nice to talk to people and be like, oh, you do the job? Yeah, you're real people. That's nice. Because I feel like especially on a games course with not
for them.
not to completely shit talk all of our peers, but I feel like we're really doomerish a lot, and that's something I try and defend against mentally a lot. Because when people are just nah, it's fucked, we're gonna be broke forever, that just makes me really sad. For understandable reasons.
I think it's a generational thing.
I think it is a generational thing, but also it's a generational thing I really don't like. I find it super nice to go home and talk to my parents for 2 minutes, and then they're like, no, you can just try shit and it will maybe work. And I'm like, you know what, you're probably right.
You need a healthy balance of the two.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's one of them helps you because it encourages you to go out and do stuff, and the other one doesn't help you because it encourages you to sit on your phone all day.
Well, but I do think a little bit of a healthy small dose of fear is good.
Oh no, definitely a healthy small dose of fear is good, but it's fear with the purpose, not just fear as the point.
Just constant overwhelming fear.
Yeah, I can take game assembly off the list too, because we built the game. It was quite satisfying to see everything come together. It was nice to do little bits here and there of just level design and moving everything around. The little campfire area in the forest ended up lovely. Big fan.
Multiple revisions on that fire. Almost ruined our friendship.
No, it was fine actually.
It was actually fine.
It was actually not.
It was 2 revisions.
Yeah. Oh my god, Jaydn, we have to talk about the shaders.
Oh, the shaders.
Yeah.
Things happened with the shaders.
Yeah, the original plan was, when Jaydn has a spare day, we can just slap on a bunch of effects and make the game look quite nice, because that's one of the first things you did for the project, was just, like, find and assemble a whole set of, like, nice-looking shaders.
Yeah.
But that did not end up working all that well.
Yeah.
Because it turns out, there isn't just a box where you can, like, slap in the shaders and it works, because there's different kinds, and... Excuse me, I got to learn about all the different Godot shaders. There's spatial shaders, there's canvas item shaders, there's like fog, there's sky, there's probably another one I don't remember. Fragment, vertex, semicolons at the end of lines. It's a different scripting language, and it annoyed me. But to ease Jaydn's burden a little bit on one of the last days, I just thought, I have nothing to do today. Jaydn, can I just do the shaders? And you said, yes, please, can you do the shaders, actually?
Yes.
And I took a day to go through and I made it all look nice. We cut some like PS1 style jittering shaders, because firstly it was a nightmare to apply to like everything in the world, and secondly, unless we really committed to the aesthetic, it would have looked bad.
Yeah, it's an all or nothing thing.
Yeah, we couldn't have just had like the one robot jittering about and then had everything else look normal. It looked very out of place. It looked like the poor little Robbie was shivering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit off topic, but I remember at the beginning of this project, like last year, we were like, but before even semester ones, because we would just like generally talk about like what we'd want from like final year, and I said, I want to do a 3D game, because I haven't really had a chance to do like a proper 3D game yet, and it's like where my area of expertise is, I guess, if I have one.
Well, you are the Blender wizard.
Yeah. I want to do a 2D game now. I want to do it like a side scroller, maybe like a puzzle platformer.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking when I was like hypothesizing today, I was like, no, I want to do a big exploration 3D game.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we can get. I'll do the code. You do the like modeling. We got sound. I can do sound and stuff, but that's off topic.
It teases Softbones' future.
So the future of Softbones. Enough about my behind schedule past. Let's get on to my behind schedule future.
After I sleep for
another month. Shaders.
Shaders.
Put them in the game. It took a day. They were freaking me out because the sky kept going black when I would apply the shaders, and then I realized, wait a second, no, that's just the fog is black, and it was going infinitely far away, and covering up the sky.
In the words of one of the greatest children's movies ever made, Chicken Little, the sky is falling.
The sky is falling. In the words of the turkey from Chicken Little, you have to
In the words of the dad's laptop from Chicken Little, you've got mail. Which leads us.
No, that's just a bait for what we're gonna get onto later. Do we have any notes on doing the UI? You got to do the thing you wanted to do with the pre-rendered UI approach.
I love posterizing things. I got to make like most of the UI in 3D and then render it orthographically. Yeah, and then
I still didn't even say it right.
Who's even to say? And then just Photoshop the wazoo out of it and make it cool. It ended up looking a little bit Nubby's Number Factory.
Yeah, a little bit early 2000s internet.
Yeah,
which I did not really see, but it ended up working quite well.
Yeah,
we ended up having a really nice like border for the a border for your UI modules. You did all the vector art as well. We put a little like CRT effect on that to make it a little more fuzzy. I really like how the UI ended up. It's pretty good. Yeah, take that off the list. We got an extension. That was good because
needed that.
Because previously the deadline was 1 week ago, and 1 week ago we were not done.
I'm luckily for us, and mostly unluckily for us, blessed with the great ADHD which means I get us some extra time because I've been pretty much going non-medicated for the entirety of year 3.
Yikes.
On my disability, which they've gotten back to me 12 hours ago. We're getting on meds the day we finish the project.
That is hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we can take that one off the list. We got an extension, and I also got an extension because Jaydn gets an extension, and my work depends on Jaydn's.
1 extra week.
And it was actually an extra 8 days.
An extra 8 days.
Lovely.
Yeah, I snuck an extra day in there.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. Now, dear listeners, we get to talk about the surprise bonus thing I had to do at the end of the project, which is the documentary and the trailer. We took a full day out to film the documentary footage, which was just us sitting on the sofa, being filmed by a very nice camera and some very nice lights. Shout out Esther Evans at the WSA Media Lab, who helped us with the cameras and the lights.
Also, shout out Sylvie for asking some questions, and Toby for walking in that one time.
Yeah! Toby was there briefly. We cut him out of the dock.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here. I had a really good time filming. We ended up shooting 80 minutes of footage, cutting that down to 16 minutes of semi-usable footage, and then cutting that down to a lean 5 minutes 40 seconds
of gold.
Of absolute gold, dear listeners. Turns out my theory was correct. I do actually quite enjoy video editing.
Yeah.
I think it's fun.
Hold. Because I remember I just got a review of it from my brother, but I don't know if it's like relevant enough.
Fun. I mean, I just got a...
It's more of him glazing me, but it's fine.
Oh, well, we actually got a review from Liz saying, banger documentary, dog.
Very good. I got the response from my brother. Very funny, very charming. You consistently make me giggle to the max. Also looking wonderful and dreamy as always, XOX.
Shout out Tyler Jones, everybody.
That's more of just a review about me, but I'll take it.
I rescind my shout out to Tyler.
So true, though.
Yeah. So we got to put in a whole bunch of funny jokes into the documentary. I think we struck a reasonably good mix of actually informative and us doing jokes.
I mean, I'm biased because it's us and I find us entertaining, but I think it's probably the most entertaining documentary.
It's pretty good. Ever, yeah.
Move over that one about sugar.
I don't know.
What was that one about sugar?
No idea.
Sick.
Move over catfish.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna look up documentary about sugar.
Oh, buddy.
Hold.
I really enjoyed doing the editing. I had a great time. I got to put it all together with some extra footage over the top. And now we're getting some beautiful feedback about it. And then, dear listeners, I shot and edited our game's trailer yesterday. I did it in a day. And everybody's been saying it's an excellent trailer.
We've gotten like 3 followers on Instagram from people I don't know that just found it and followed us.
That's
so far.
Pretty cool.
And it got uploaded about an hour or so ago.
Zam. Wow. Ain't that nice? I'm really, really proud of the trailer.
Really good.
I mean, like, not because it's like a really good trailer, but because it's a good trailer that I did in a day.
Yeah. And
with no experience.
Yeah. Like a hot tag there to Ralph as well.
Yeah, shout out to Ralph Banks, whose music I heavily leaned on for the trailer. Yep. There we go. Final tests. We did a little bit of final play testing. This is nothing that's not going in the doc.
Got Ivy in.
Oh no, that was before.
That was before. Cut it.
Stall for time.
I'm stalling for time. I like hearing zips. Oh my god. I'm so excited for what is about to happen. I'm shaking. Liz, please hold.
Please hold me.
Hold me, Liz. You're not ready for what is about to happen. This is gonna sound so bad.
It's gonna sound so bad.
Oh no.
Oh,
are you doing this for mail time?
Yes.
Well then. I'm going to talk quite slowly. Tell me when it's... Let's get ready for mail time.
Dear listeners, welcome to mail time.
Remind me that I think as we finish mail time, we should get just a prolonged solo to send us out.
That does sound pretty good. Well, bad news. I tried to get Liz to send to the contact at Butterfly Machine. That email bounces.
Yeah, just it sends to us.
No, it didn't work.
Well, we might have been getting a lot of mail.
Oh, it didn't. Oh, goodness.
I mean, I got it.
I didn't.
Hold. What is
as in Liz sent it to the Butterfly Machine email address.
Yes.
And it said, this is not sent. This is not a real email address.
Oh. Oops.
Maybe I forgot to tell the right address. But, dear listeners, we have a message from Liz Miller. Dated the 18th of May. This is long-time listener, first-time caller or emailer.
Liz.
This is Butterfly Machine Podcast Mail Time email for Butterfly Machine Podcast from Liz for Mail Time for the podcast for Butterfly Machine.
Huge.
Hi, the death of Ozymandias. It's me, Liz, your favourite one-time scourge upon the quiet sanctity of your empty email box. I have a question for mail time, which reads, if you had another 2 months to work on Butterfly Machine, what would your priorities for additions/changes to the game? Would you scrap and restart anything? What are you just itching to try out changing, if only you had the time? Thus concludes my question for mail time. Much love. Good luck with finishing the project.
Interesting. I didn't read this question yet.
That's
so this
fun.
is first reaction.
Oh my. Well, firstly, I will tell you, dear listener, that the idea of working on this game for 2 more months sends shivers of dread down my spine.
I think if I had to work on it for another 2 months, I would take a week of those 2 months. And not do that.
Yeah.
And then I'd reluctantly go back for a month and a half. And I think I'd want to tear it down and just kind of redo it. Like most of the art, I just want to redo it, yeah. Because
you're just this isn't good enough.
A lot of it, yeah, and now I know what it's not, yeah.
Because, now you know what it is you need, you know the boxes you need to colour in, you can colour them in better.
Yeah, I think I would, that's what I would want to do. I would put all of the 3D models and all of the art and everything in a box, and I would just...
set it on fire.
I'd set it on fire, and I'd remake it, and I'd try to make it all fit together nicer. And yeah...
The funny thing about this project for me is that even though it is obviously a pretty slapdash effort, especially because I'm the person who knows everything that has gone into this game apart from the 3D models, I can see where all the seams are, and I know exactly why everything is where and why it is. But even though I can see, okay, yeah, this is a rough assemblage of the stuff we had time to make, I think this is just my reluctance to change anything once it's been placed, but I can't really imagine me building more mechanics or changing the puzzles or the level design, because the game now is what it is in my head.
Yeah.
It's if I wanted to make more stuff, I would make a different game. I mean, a confession, I was at the gym last week, and I was daydreaming about turning Butterfly Machine into a turn-based ASCII roguelike, where you would harvest components from your enemies and use them to hack yourself and build yourself new attacks and stuff. Basically just a combat Zachtronics game.
it's your dream.
It's not my dream. That would probably be really annoying.
Nightmare.
It's a nightmare. So, what would I do if I had 2 more months of time to work on this game? I would play test the ever-loving heck out of it. I would improve the UI system, because right now it is not exactly UI blindness proof, because most of the important information is in the top right corner of the screen, where a lot of players don't look. So I've had to just train them to look in the top right-hand corner of the screen instead of coming up with a better solution, because by the time I'd realized that, I did not have time to fix it.
I think, not doing a joke, if I had 2 months extra to work on the game, I wouldn't. I'd spend the 2 months doing a different, smaller, unrelated game.
I completely agree. For like the last half of this project, I've mostly just been saying to people when I talk about it. Firstly, I think the next game I want to make a fun game. And yeah. And secondly, I am kind of just excited for this game to be done. I am aiming for a 6 out of 10. And then I would like it to be over and out, and people can play it, and they can say what's good and what's bad about it, but that doesn't have to matter to me, because I can just listen to their feedback and use it for the next game instead of this game, because I don't want to work on this anymore. It's done now. Unless we find, like, game-breaking bugs in the next week, the game is done.
Yeah. I was watching that YouTube video by the winner of the most recent GMTK Game Jam.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about how they made their game. And it did give me a bit of the itch to just make a small game that is fun again.
Yeah.
And it hit me because he talks about it in the video. This is his 4th game jam, his 4th GMTK Game Jam. The first one he did, he had very little experience. It was very new to him. And he placed 151st in the game jam, and it was technically not a very advanced game at all. But it was just the core concept of it was a puzzle platform where you had limited use of your inputs.
Huh.
And it was just a fun idea, so the game was fun.
Yeah.
And then the second and a third attempts, he were like, technically he'd improved his ability of making games for like over 2 years at that point, but they just weren't fun ideas. And then on the 4th year, he had the really fun idea of it's the expanding ball, and it's like, it was that one that won.
I don't remember.
Well, it was just a good idea, and it was like, oh, I want to spend some time and just think of a simple thing that is fun by itself, and then make a game like that. I want to do game jams.
I want to do game jams, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was just daydreaming about, like, I want to make an action game, or something small and real time.
I want to make it screen shake and hear Sylvie cry in
and
the other
hear
room.
Sylvie cry in the other room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the answer, my answer, I guess, to Liz's question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My goodness.
The answer to what would I do if I had 2 more months to spend on making this game, I wouldn't. Yep.
Yep, there's your answer.
Now I think.
And now I think.
That's all from us.
That's all from us at Soft Bones. Dear listeners, until we meet again.
Play us out. Soft bones forever.
Soft Bones forever, baby. Let's cut this shit.